Hey guys, I'm back with a GoPro mounting tips and tricks video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the different positions you can mount the sticky mounts onto your helmets, as well as the two different buckle mounts that the GoPro camera can use. One, the flat mount, or two, the flat mount or the J buckle mount, and some of the reasons why you might want to use one or the other. The first helmet position mount that we're going to look at would be the front mount, and then the second will be the top mount. I'm going to start off with the front mount and some of the benefits or drawbacks from you putting your sticky mount here. Obviously, the first position that we can mount the camera in here when we're using the front mount would be just straight on with the flat mount and fold the camera back, and it can be used to get some shots facing forwards while whatever you're doing and wearing your helmet. Very simple, very easy, good way to go. However, the one thing I don't like about mounting the camera here on the front of my helmet is it does feel like the helmet tries to fall forwards. You've added some weight right at the front of the helmet, and it does make the helmet want to fall forward on your head. Now, it's okay, it isn't that annoying, but definitely if you're skiing, you notice that the helmet is pressing against the top of your goggles, and it is a little bit of an annoyance. However, there is one great thing I like about the front mount, and that is if we use a J buckle mount, so the other mount, we'll slide this one on like this, and then using the two extender bars that came with our GoPro kit, put them in like this. Now, you could also be using the forward-facing helmet mount kit that GoPro sells. I believe it's also the mount that comes with the GoPro Hero 960. If anyone out there has that, that's the mount that you can also use for this. And now you put the camera on the end of it. And as you can see, what we've done is we've got the camera away from the helmet, and now it's facing back. And this is a great way to get self-portrait shots of you skiing or snowboarding. It works with any GoPro kit. You don't need to use get the special forward-facing helmet mount kit. It works with the standard GoPro kit with the two extender bars that came with your camera. And this is one reason that I really like the GoPro camera mounted on the front, so the sticky mount on the front of the helmet. This is a big benefit to that. Apart from that, there's not much else. The shots facing forwards from the front or from the top are about the same. The drawback to this is definitely the balance of the helmet, and the positive would be the ability to shoot the self-portrait shots. Now I'm going to move on to the top mount. As you can see, this one, it's mounted on the top of the helmet. The only mount, or the only buckle mount we're going to need for this would be the flat mount. As you can see, it slides right on and works just like this. Now, definitely the helmet is a lot better balanced with this. You've added the weight, but it's right in the center of the helmet, so you don't really notice it as much when you're skiing. Definitely with the forward mount, when you're skiing with it, you do know that there's a camera mounted on the front of the helmet. With this one, not so much. Still noticeable. It's still heavier, but not as much not so noticeable when it's mounted like this. There's another thing you can do with this. I haven't done it. I don't know why I'd want to do it, but you could. You can turn the camera around and get some shots facing backwards. It is something you might want to do. I don't know why you would, but definitely something you can do with this mount, which you can't do with the mount that's mounted on the front of the helmet. I would also like to talk briefly about the difference in the J buckle mount and the flat buckle mount. The biggest difference I've noticed in the two mounts is with the flat mount, you can use the nose plug or the vibration stopper, which is a huge benefit to this kind of mount. This mount is very prone to vibration. It's actually quite annoying. If you mount this one on a helmet like this, on a surface like this, you can definitely notice vibration, which you don't notice with this one. So that is something to think about if you're using a J buckle mount and you can use a flat mount. I would recommend you change over and use a flat mount. However, there are some shots or some positions you can only get with a J buckle mount, and for those, it is definitely better to go with whatever can get you your shot. But just think about it. If you're using the J buckle mount and you could be using the flat mount, I would recommend you switch over to the flat mount and put the vibration stopper in there. So That's just a quick note about the two mounts. On most helmet mounts, you can use the flat mount. Thanks for watching, guys. That was another GoPro mounting tips and tricks video. I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you have, please subscribe. I will be sure to put up more. It really helps know that you guys are enjoying these. So drop me a comment if you have any suggestions or thoughts about these. Let me know. And thank you all for watching, and check out my channel for more awesome GoPro mounting tips and tricks videos.